everybody. I know you're not expecting me to be on, but it's like I need motivated. Caught my slump yesterday, and now I need motivated. Let's see if we can get motivated or not. Just looking for me, myself, and I here. Oh, it's like, I wish it would just jump over there. I see somebody's here. Can't quite make out the name, but because it's so small. It's like I always got to go view my channel. And let's see, who's the first in chat? I'm Mary. Hi, Kim. It's like I need motivated. Yeah, the headaches I get, they're tension headaches between the migraines I get, the eye surgery, and my back sitting in this chair. When I get near the hour of not getting up and down, I think it pinches a nerve in my back, a nerve in my neck from all my concussions. It's like I am a wreck as far as the neck goes. I am a wreck. And within 5 minutes of having ice on my neck, my vision was back to better. I could see, I started doing some of my hand stitching, but I just lost my motivation. And I have one more pillow to make before tomorrow. This one's done. I was so close to getting it done. But it's something I have to live with. It's like, hi, Jennifer. You know, the doctor always said, feel fortunate you're not paralyzed. How about that? No, my snow is all gone. My snow was gone yesterday afternoon before my headache was. So I'm trying to figure out where to stack this, put this one so I can write in the chat if I need to write in the chat. So like I said, I need motivation. And I thought the best motivators is make myself have to do something. If I make myself do it, then it's, but see, I did get this one's all hand stitched. I just didn't have the motivation to go any further. It's funny how that works. But now it's remembering where I put everything here. There's those parts. Got to get my organizational going. I need these reds. 1, 2, and the corners. I have to trim the corners down. Yeah, your today is to rest your mind. Yeah. I got too many things I need to get done. And I kept finding things on TV to watch that was more important, I guess, in my head. But it's like, that isn't what I need. I need this pillow done. I need that other snowman done. I'm testing the fabric to make sure there's no other hidden flaw in it. I'm not finding a flaw. That's a thread. I'm going to try not turning on that one overhead light. Since the cataract surgery, my eyeballs seem to be more sensitive to light. And then where I have that second cataract growing, I think I'm even more sensitive to light. I had cut these squares to 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, thinking that this would be enough for the snowballing. Well, it was way too much for the snowballing. So I'm cutting them down to 3 1/2. And that's what I was this morning, Kim. It's like, I said, I can get it all done later today. I can get it all done later today. Well, I've been fighting with myself since 6:30 this morning, and it's now noon, almost. So I said, I'm taking over. I just have to get it done. Grab the pencil, because it's on the back, and I'm going to sew on it. Take those off my lap. I undressed my pillow. I should make myself one of these pillows. Then I have to draw out next year's pillow. If I put it on paper, then while it's in my head, it helps. But I'm going to snowball my 11-inch block. When you put your corner, when you take and make your block corner, it's called snowballing. Because you take a square and make it kind of look like a snowball. Move some of the stuff out of my way. I can only snowball one corner at a time because I don't pin. I did some meat in my deep freezer, though. I have to make either meatloaf or stuffed peppers. Yeah. Yeah, I have to have a rotation constantly. I have a stand-up freezer. So as I get the meat, it goes first shelf, second shelf, third, fourth. And my second shelf right now is Austin's shelf. When he buys his groceries, his chest freezer doesn't hold everything. It's Courtney. Hi, Courtney. The package is getting closer. It's finally recognizing it anyway. Yeah, it says it should be. This mail, it took it, 3 days to record that they even picked it up off of Courtney's porch. Good thing, for, like she said, for the Ring doorbell. And then I have a package coming from Pennsylvania. And it says it was out for delivery. in Pennsylvania. And I go, what the heck does that mean? So then the next day, it's no longer being picked up in Pennsylvania. It says the Pennsylvania Post Office has it in custody. Or, yeah. And that was supposed to be here tomorrow. But it's like, it's in possession of the mail there. So what do we do? I can't just drive to Pennsylvania and pick it up. If I did, I'd have to go stay with somebody. That could be an interesting trip. So they'll get it to me eventually. And then one of the gifts that was ordered from, I think, Austin's roommate, I got the notification that it's on its way, but there's always that but, right? It says that they've notified me. And that's all it said. Trying to figure out where to stick this one pin. I need one little piece of fabric. There it is. Or needle. But it's like, so it must be coming from China or someplace, because that label was made December 8th. And that's just where it sits. So when you order something thinking it's going to be here in a couple days, or within a week, and then it might make it by Christmas, might not. And Courtney just made herself more work ordering shelves. I know Courtney and Kim don't live far apart. I think they're the closest too. Oh, your long arm's going to be ready Monday? Well, I'm not sending out the next quilt until Christmas is over. This madhouse of Christmas is 3.5 hours apart. Closer than we are. Had to get the iron turned on. There's the backing, there's the batting. Cleaning up my... Hi, so Terry. I can't put my green heart up there. Well, I can. I can if I just turn around and do it. Yeah, you need to get a few of your own done. But it's hard not to do it without a machine. My mom got on you for not having your own quilt. It's fine, Terry. I need motivated. Because this isn't a normal day of being on. There's our purple and our green. I just haven't got motivated to do anything, and I need to. I need somebody to come in and kick my butt. Is what I need. I relaxed last night. A lot of my voice right now is because I haven't spoken to anybody. I guess I got to start yelling when we're online. It's like, now that gambling on Mona's is terrible compared to the one, how Danny's got hers set up. School's finally out. Ours gets out early today. Let that soak in. Well, on hers, if you bet all, you bet all. You lose. I had over, I had 1,500. And there's limits on Danny's. So I bet all. And it's like, it takes all. This is the first time I've ever left Mona's with actual tokens in there. First time I ever left Mona's with tokens. Then you have to be in there forever. Well, just attending, you get tokens. You get like 100 after you've been there, I think an hour, because I waited forever today to get mine back. Over on So Not an Expert, we have that little race to 1,000,000, I think it is now. It used to be a race to 500,000. Then it was a race to, see who can kick who out. That's what I call it. I've got quite a few good notions off of So Not an Expert. I have spent over 240,000 on notions on Danny's. I got needle threaders, seam rippers, the white chalk pencils, they're called, in the originals are called purple things. She has the generic. So I got more purple things, the generic ones. I have pink and turquoise. But the way I hold my bobbins, see if I can find that case. With my sewing machine, I get one of these little cases. It's just a C, and I had 2 of them. Well, there's not much you can do with just 2 of them. And I got some through Danny. And it holds my bobbins and keeps them together. See, now I got to figure out how those was connected before. think it was this way. But it's just, you know, a thing I play with. But I like having where my bobbins, for this machine, there's a black one, an orange one from my last applique I did, and then there's usually 3 for the white. Hi, Darlene. But it's like, I just want, see, I got one time I got a little bag. But I was starting to get repeats of the same thing. I got like 5 of each. And when you start getting too many repeat, just give it a break. And in April was the last time I spent all my tokens, my thimbles, I should say, thimbles. I was down to 0. And I worked my way back up to the 600 and some thousand. I just wish I could do that in a real casino. Then I could change my house. I probably have a smaller house. Okay, I just cut the corners. Yeah, I missed that. It's like, how'd it work out, Terry? I'm not investing. It's like, I come on YouTube just to come on YouTube. It's not anything that needs my life doesn't need that. Investing my money into okay, it was members only. Now, Terry, a question. Over on Mona's, did you get all those pop-up ads? My headache and my back out. My back out, I just have to have time. My headache, I have to put ice on the back of my neck. It's usually a pinched nerve someplace. So between tension headaches, migraines, back going out, the 8 concussions, 3 whiplashes in my life, I need to just be me. You didn't get ads? Oh, you have. I mean, I almost left there. If it wasn't covering up the chat and muffling out the voice, it was or the picture itself, it was covering the chat. I spent more time on ads. I mean, ads, just ridiculous. It was terrible for ads. I've never had any of them. And that's what I've quit watching a lot of YouTubers because of that. Because I know it was terrible. But I don't get them on anybody else's. Well, I quit everybody that I had that was giving them. I said it was intermissions. I was just having a lot of intermissions. Well, I don't need to watch anybody. I have other things I got to get done. See, I don't watch YouTube TV. I watch some of the YouTube movies, and I've never had an issue with them even. I have cable for what it's worth. Not much. See, there should be one more of this piece somewhere here. I bet I put it in the bag with the material. Nope. The red's not in there yet. Did it fall over the top? I'll find it later. Make sure I didn't throw it on here. Because I get 3 out of 1. So there should be another big chunk of this. There it is. You're grumpy. I'm sorry. Kim, are you paying for the ads to be removed? YouTube Premium? Because like I said, I don't get the ads. Yeah, the ads are like commercials. But the one advantage is, if you don't need to pause it, because it's like commercials are meant for running. Yeah, those are what I call my breaks. And the one nice thing about that is those ads run until you come back from the little girl's room and press skip. Or on the regular TV, that doesn't happen. Learning more about how everything works here. I get some pretty good movies off of there. Plus, I get movies of my taste. Because even my cable TV, because we have nothing without it, and I'm not a streamer. I don't go for the giveaways. Unless someone plans on giving me $1 million. I don't want it's nice that they celebrate 10,000 subscribers. Hi, Lisa. But that isn't what I watch YouTube for. It's to keep me company. And Lisa getting all her last minute stuff done too. I needed motivated. Yesterday put me in a slump. And I just couldn't kick out of it today. Just like I could go out for Chinese dinner tonight. Sweet and sour orange chicken. Not sweet and sour, orange chicken. Orange chicken and rice. But I'm not. Get your ice pack. Yes. That's what I should have put on my Christmas list. Besides the garden hose, the battery jumper. My Christmas list has got the weirdest concoction on it. Hi Gladys, how you feeling today? My snow is all gone, and it's 41 degrees. Beautiful sunshine out there. I would open the window, but me and lights just doesn't work. My sensitivity to bright lights. Yeah. And I'm going to miss out because I want to be able to attend the family dinner tomorrow. I get into one of those coughing, just the coughing fits. It's like gives me a headache. Because if I wasn't on here when I start coughing, I will actually just hold my head and cough. And I looked up the term, I have a dry cough. I looked up different possibilities on the remedies. I have to go to the store to get that. Even David, it seems to be honey is the key thing. Honey and grape juice, honey and lemon juice, honey and ginger, honey and there are so many honeys. I thought that I was talking to my husband because it was honey, 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 honey. I Googled all sorts of things. And the other thing, by doing that other liquid that my parents would give was eucalyptus. And guess what? The eucalyptus needs the honey too. Honey, honey, honey. So I can say I have a honey-do list now. Honey for grape, honey for lemon, honey for eucalyptus. Yeah, you just mix the eucalyptus in the honey a certain amount and spoon it in. And then there was some weird tea. I said, I don't even know where I'd begin to find that one. Okay. Because we used to have eucalyptus oil, and we put it directly in our mouths and drank a certain amount of water and was done. growing up. But my sister couldn't remember what it was. And I don't talk to my brothers, so. But I read all the different types of coughs are out there. And mine is the dry cough. It's like, because of the dry cough, it helps aches and pains too. Wow. Well, that's like the horsetail extract. It's great for fingernails and hair and then all the other things it helps with. It's another one of those herbs. Things that grow out there wild that we should be taking. It's just my friend that does that. She just takes it off of the side of the highways and interstates. And it's like, do you know they spray weeds? They spray for different weeds out there. And it's like, she didn't care. I says, I don't want those pesticides, weed killers in my body. I could feel a draft going up my back. Had to resituate. I have a quilt that needs the binding put on, but I can't until these Christmas things are done. So I'm looking. After the party, the family get together. That's my Christmas. I will be here by myself because my party is tomorrow. So if I get bored and you see somebody pop up on Christmas, it's just me. Because this is the year that my son's in-laws. No wonder I couldn't find this black thread. It's stuck on the... I knew I had another piece. Okay, that's all done. Find the middle. And I know it's going to be on his nose someplace. Should be. Pretty close to it. Just right down on the tip of his nose right there. Where's that heat remove marker? Guess it helps if I put the tip out, right? Hi, June. My wind finally died down a little bit. I could look out the window and see how the neighbors' flags are making. Oh, it's like they're pretty down. They have a few tatters. Okay, go. Put this back over here and press those 2 points back where they need to be. So now fold this. I go, yesterday's was off too. I didn't go back and do the squaring up of the batting. My wind is down, not snowing either. Today's 23 and the sun is out. Yes. Shiny some. Mine's got a lot. A lot shiny. Hi, Carrie. But it's like, this batting that I'm using is recommended, highly recommended for hand quilting, because it's a little bit thinner, smoother. That's Dream Cotton, I think is what it's called. I used it on when I did the Quilt As You Go, hand appliqued, hand quilted. I did one quilt that way. It was a Quilt As You Go, applique, the whole 9 yards. Couldn't have many more things in there. Try to straighten this up to the red fabric. I really don't care if it's precisely in the middle, because I never measured. If I'm off here and here, I'm not too worried about it. This one has a smaller bottom. This one has a larger red piece. Now I'll put some pins in. Put 4 in the corners. That way that corner doesn't flop back over. I want to thank everybody that is popping in. It says there's 17 watching. I know everybody else should be getting ready for the holidays, but it's like, it's still a week, almost a week away, so there's time. Maybe this weekend I'll get the rest of my then I always flip it back over to see if anything moved. And if it did, that's where I flicked the pins to the front now. We all do things different ways for reasons, but this is how I double check to make sure the smoothness is there. Even though, run it through a quick dryer with a wet wash rag will help. What would I say? Condition? Give the thing personality. It gives the block its personality because it shrinks it just a little. Now I need to trim this up. I know it didn't go through the seam. It just takes and gets it ready for the, because I still have spare, because I need 13 and a half, what is where I sew. And then I go back between the 13 and a half and the outside edge, and I'll zigzag it. That way, when it does wash, it's going to have, you know, kind of a finished edge. And then before I box it all up, I sign inside the back of the quilt, Made with Love, Mom, 2025. But Melinda's is done. I can tell you by the back, because Ronnie's back is going to have the other fabric. My back's going to have the other fabric too. But there's no rush on mine. Unless I want to sit Christmas Day with my pillows, all Christmas stuff all on my lap. But it's just something to do, something to get done. And then I did do the nose in reverse. The noses are in reverse. So I'm going to put the diagonal stitches in reverse. So this one's going to go this way. And I'll keep the friction pin light on the white. And I'm just assuming that my hot stop sign is square. That the sides are right. It all pressed out from what I seen. I haven't put it in the freezer because their houses all have heat, so I'm not worried about that part. And the 2.5, which every time I use this ruler, it reminds me, get a hold of Fisker. This is the one that the lines are disappearing. There's spots that I have no lines at all. It's like right here, there's no lines at all. The black lines are gone between 1 and 3. And 17, 15, 16, 17. I use this ruler a lot, but it still should have, those lines should be sticking around. Because I'm going to have to retire this ruler here. Delaney will take it. Yeah. Luckily, where I line up the 2.5 is further in, but it's starting to disappear there also. Move it that way. It's like, I've always bought things that things don't last forever. I've always bought things with that thought in mind. So I never thought about warranties, guarantees. You know, things wear out. But this thing's like 5 years old. I received it as a gift, new, through Amazon. Two and a half. Runs right along the edge of the, so I don't have to mark in the white there. It's like you hear noise because I have my window shut. Austin's at work. My son's at work. He's supposed to come pick up his Costco stuff after work. So I'm not expecting anybody to show up. Not even any packages. My Christmas card that was in the mailbox supposedly yesterday says it's out for delivery today. So I don't know how it got the honor of 2 different days. Okay, put this. You're having lunch? I haven't even had breakfast yet. I know. It's noon. But this is my normal. Yeah. I need to grab that. I forgot to take out the center pin on the underside. Oops. Now I gotta go hunting for it. After. I've had 40 ounces of fluids. Because for the dry cough, it says stay hydrated. That's one thing it does say for the dry cough. Stay hydrated. Gotta keep the laptop awake. In other words, I lose my chat. I read my chat on my laptop, videoing off of my newest tablet, and my other tablet is where I write the chat if I need to. But it's like, Carrie's saying hi, everyone. It was nice getting a new subscriber that participated yesterday. Wanda R. She was very into the family gathering. I do want to remind you guys, you're all like family. And if I don't see you between now and Christmas, I hope everybody has a very joyful holiday season with their family and friends. Hi, Kenneth. I got you on I came in on an off day. Glad you could join us today. Okay. Making the second pillow means I had to leave yesterday. I was so close to having that one done yesterday. I went and put the ice on my neck and relaxed for half hour. Came back in and finished it. And then I posted the picture as the front of yesterday's. So today, I'll take a picture of the two laying side by side. I was thinking, what do I call this one? Pillow Talk 2? I was coming up with all sorts of weird things. And I hope if you're busy working on something. How'd your window painting trim go, Jennifer? You get all your trim done? Because my paint still needs done. Well, mine needs varnished. I need to sand mine, restain, and varnish. I have all natural woods. Hi, Gisela. Yeah, I know you'll leave soon. I'm glad you caught me. How's all your Christmas makings coming along, Gisela? And before I turn that real fast, to make sure that corner stays down, I'm going to go tack it. It doesn't matter if it's in the right spot or not, because that corner will disappear. And make sure to tell all your family Merry Christmas from all of us in the United States. Because yours starts way earlier than ours, because you're 9 hours difference. What we should have asked if he was on during the day, are the Christmas traditions different in Sweden than they are here? It's like, I did not know macaroni and cheese was part of holiday dinners. I've never had anybody macaroni and cheese until this year. You wanted real wood? You'll come home and make a bunch of food? My son's just going to come pay me for his Costco stuff and take it out of my living room. Okay. The quilting's done on that one. I had a nice live chat with Gisela the other day. She was going to send me a picture, and she called me instead, so we visited. We had a nice visit. That's where Messenger connects people. Oh, I forgot to turn the alarm off. Hi, Randy. Feeling any better? Just say you got a little bit of feeling, a little bit of. We know you're still ornery, and I don't want that to ever change. It's like that's the best. A little. The headache. I know you want to have a real food. I can just picture. I'd be the same way. See, the last backing I cut 10 inches, so I'll do that again on this one. I know it's going to mess up some of the things on there, but that's life. We can't have everything. Okay, Gisela, happy holidays. Enjoy all that good food your son's going to start cooking. And watch a good movie. Guess I better lay this out a little straighter before I do the cut. Visions of Sugar Plum dance in her head when she wakes up tomorrow. I need to put a new blade in. I see the pin. There, I don't have to remember the pin. I found it. And happy holidays to you too, Gisela. I bought this fabric not knowing what I was going to really do with it. I just thought it was cute with the Rudolph and Santa in the swimming pool. But there's going to be a trick to this one because I want to have it come on the pillow in the same direction. I'm not going to try and line up to make anything line up. I just don't want somebody upside down, which it probably wouldn't make any difference. Because that way, when you toss the pillow, you don't have a right and a wrong. But in my head, there's a right and a wrong. Doing the 1/4 inch roll. So So 1/2 inch of my fabric's been used up now. Because I quarter. I do have one of those press over things. You never know what it was unless you was there when it was purchased, because it looks just like a white graph board on plastic, and it's like it doesn't have a hole for hanging it, so I always sit it someplace and then forget where I sit it. But it's for pressing over. Each line's quarter, half, whatever, for pressing your folds. I'm happy with my weird quarter. And I've watched several different people that have YouTubes. They're worse for their, I see so many errors on there. It's like, just keep going. Just get the overall gist of what they're doing. Don't look at the errors. And that's hard for me. I always say, don't err on the TV when you're showing somebody. But I had my errors yesterday. I was part of that yesterday. And then, okay. And yesterday, we learned that if we put the first piece on, and I cut this too long, so do I want that much overlap? Hi, Northern Willows. Popping in briefly, picking up a grand. Okay. 28, minus 28 wind chill factor. Okay. And looks good. Thank you. And happy holidays. Do I want that much overlap? Sure. I like making it tougher for my daughters to get the pillows in. Gotta make them work for something, right? Yeah, I don't have the great grand today. She's with grandma. This is about a good 4.5 inch. Oh, it's a good 5 inch overlap. I might have to back that off a little. On one of them anyway. I'll pull it down on one. But have a Merry Christmas to you and your family too. Now, I'm not going to take your wind chill. No. I have to pin this just enough that I can flip this over. I can put my pins out in the middle more. But I need to be able to flip it. Because I will draw my 13.5 square on this white. And the quicker I get that before all the pins are in, the better off I am. And here comes the fun part. Getting a 16.5-inch ruler and a 14-inch space. And I use pencil because it's going to be sewed on. So the 1 corner, I always, when I buy my rulers, I make sure there's a 1 corner. That way you can sit it up here and square it out a lot easier. So I need a 14, at least a 14-inch square to do the 13.5 and have. So I just look back and forth to see if I have about the same extra. It's a pillow. They're not going to notice. And being this is, the square itself is 14 3/4. So I only have to come in a little ways. So if I bring it down to find my 13.5, up, over, down, through, looks like right about there. My 13.5 is about 1/2 inch there, 1/2 inch here, 1/2 inch there, 1/2 inch there. And that's what I want. Now I want that on the board. That way I can pencil down. Assembly of a pillow. It does help some people. If they've never did it, a enveloping pillow. It's nice to let people know what the heck you're doing. I know you can see it. Oh, you can't see the corner. It's like, I can put it down a little bit more. There. I have a 1/2 inch here, here, and then where 13.5 is over here, I have my about half. And where my 13.5 is down here, it's about half. So I drew the 2 lines. Flip this. I don't have all the pins in yet because the pins obstruct the drawing of the lines. And then my 1 corners up there. Find where 13.5 is. Because this is the final time that you can move it. Because once you sew, you're done. The tat on the 1 quit moving. Oh, no, Kim. At Gisela left. I know her son's coming in. Oops. I don't have it on the board. Can't draw in air. I'm just using pencil. My white fabric here is actually my grandson got a bunch of white sheets from the motel that they was getting rid of. And so we use them as tablecloths for yard sales. I make bags for like his wrapping paper, tents, tent poles, anything that comes up that we need something made. We use the old motel sheets. They are very thick cotton. There's my lines all made. This must be an Amazon package. You never know when a new vehicle's out here. Boy, he has some pretty fancy rigs. He's in his pickup the other day. Now he's in a van. But Amazon here they had their outs and outs with the post office. But you can't go out and get the package from them because they have to. Oh, it's not even for my house. Unless he's putting it on my barbecue. Where in the heck did he go? Dogs are barking at him. He's coming back up to my barbecue. He can't figure out how to get in my house. Now he's seen the gate. It's like, should I put a mark on it? Gate? And he knocked on the door. A lot of them don't even do that. You just got to guess there's a package out there. It's one job I wouldn't want. I am afraid of dogs. It's like, and these people that think it's fine that they let their aggressive dog run free, I am not a fan of that at all. So now I'm going to just stitch around this one time, and then I'm going to go back and zigzag all around it. And then I will trim off near the zigzag to give myself a more washable edge. And if I peek up here, I will write in my pillow, the Made with Love Mom. It's a memory for them down the road. I used to stitch it around it twice, but being I'm doing that other stitch, I think that takes enough reinforcement. We don't double stitch our quilts. The pillow might get a little bit more abuse. And I reinforce the corners. Always back tack the corners, because they do take the abuse. But I want to thank anybody and everybody that popped in to say hello. And have a great rest of your day. I will end as soon as I get around this corner. I just seen the time. I try not having you guys hang around more than an hour, and we are over the hour mark. But thank you for helping me get motivated by joining me. And it gives you guys a break from what you was doing. And so now you can get more of your stuff done. But I'll be back on Tuesday. Yeah, don't overdo, Jennifer. It's time to relax a little. If you guys ever get bored, I have a bathroom that needs redone. I had the bathroom repaired, but I've never did anything to the flooring. Because I cannot get on my knees. And June's telling everybody. But at least today, I can flip it around. Yesterday it was all pinned. But I can flip it around real fast. Because I know I'm going to run out of bobbin thread. Yes, they don't. And it just makes it harder when it's me, myself, and I. I don't ask for much help. My kids have their own lives. But it's not all turned out. But here's this one to join the snowflake. The snowmen will be together for a little bit. And to get the fold, they both got where the flap goes over top. But we'll see you guys all on Tuesday. And take it easy so you're able to be here on Tuesday. And if you're not, spend your time with your family and friends. I understand. There's always replay. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Oh, hi, Denise. You just come on just as I was getting ready to leave. But I'll say hi and show you. I got this one did get done yesterday. And this one, I had to sew the snowballs on all the pieces here and the back's on, but I have to zigzag it and then trim it. But if I don't see you before the holiday's over, have a Merry Christmas. Enjoy the family and the holiday. Avoid the hustle and bustle of the stores. Thank you, Terry. They are cute. They're going to be in 2 different parts of the state of Washington, but I love that motel fabric I used. The girls appreciate everything I make them. My son is the one, because I did the snowman Christmas cards for my 3 kids. And I'm sure Melinda will frame hers and set it out every year. And so I was trying to keep it closer to a frame size. But my son, he won't understand that it's homemade. Mom stitched it. Yes, my girls appreciate everything I do. I'd like to do more for them, but that's how it works. But, okay, I am leaving before I do go back to a headache. Go eat my lunch, drink some water. And everybody enjoy your family and happy holidays. Bye. Oh, thank you, Denise. Bye, everybody.